I come from a family of almost all girls. I come from a house where, in fact, my mother would have been the dominant person. I have, as I said, daughters and grandchildren and women friends, and ran a women's group and so on. So, I mean, that's the only argument I have to that. And, you know, the other thing that's important for me to say here is, when I do my presentations, when I do training, I talk about men and women in these situations. When I talk to boys and girls in school, I talk about relationships. And they can be either, you know, problematic relationships, but it could be a girl who's experiencing that just as much as it can be a guy who's experiencing this. And I've been told, and I've been complimented about the way that I do my presentations, where I talk about men and women in these situations a lot. And whilst this is what I deal with men who are badly treated in the home and in relationships. They're victims of psychological, emotional, physical abuse, and other kinds of abuse as well. But I try to keep some kind of a balance in my presentation. And many of these people tell me that they are amazed, you know, when they meet, when I talk to them. And that includes students, because they will have done interviews with women's groups, and not ever once, you know, it's all about women who are abused and men who do the abusing, you know. And I do try to keep a bit of balance in my discussions and my presentations.